Do you remember watching Teen Titans on Cartoon Network back in the early 2000s? This animated TV show was created for kids, but was it really kid-friendly? Stay tuned to see why Starfire had to cover herself up in one episode. Before we jump into it, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to The Trendy for more fun stuff. Now, here's 10 Teen Titans scenes that weren't for kids. Bouncing Body. In an episode called Date with Destiny, Robin was forced to take Killer Moth's daughter, Kitten, to the junior prom. Robin didn't want to give in to this demand, but had to in order to save the city from being destroyed. Since Starfire is in love with Robin, she didn't take the news too well. She was worried that Kitten would steal Robin away from her. She was so angry that she bounced up in a fury at one point. Unfortunately, some other parts of her body bounced up too, and were even accompanied by a springy sound effect. Yikes. Miniature massage. While watching an episode called Stranded, many fans wondered if Robin and Starfire were finally going to admit their love for each other. While things could have gotten inappropriate if they did, nothing ever happened between them. But Raven did have a bizarre encounter with a troop of mini aliens. The aliens declared her the queen and started pampering her with food. They even gave her a weird alien massage. We call it weird because you couldn't really see what was going on during the massage. Maybe this scene was meant to be innocent, but it came off as super inappropriate. Sneaky Kitty. In the episode Forces of Nature, Beast Boy's jokester ways landed him in hot water with Starfire. In his defense, he was just trying to prank Cyborg, but Starfire accidentally got in his way and became his victim instead. She was so mad at him that she didn't even laugh it off when he morphed himself into a cute kitten. But the inappropriate part happened when Starfire finally did forgive him. Beast Boy turned back into his kitty form and snuggled up against her bosom. We know that they're close friends, but isn't that a bit too close for comfort? Questionable milkshakes. In an episode called Car Trouble, Cyborg excitedly built himself a high-tech car. Unfortunately, his car was stolen by a couple of hoodlums during its very first test drive. And what's a half-human, half-robot to do when someone steals their pride and joy? Drink a ton of milkshakes, apparently. Raven found Cyborg sitting on a curb surrounded by a bunch of empty milkshake cups. Were the writers of Teen Titans trying to insinuate that Cyborg was numbing his pain through heavy drinking? Maybe they were just normal milkshakes, but the whole situation kind of left a bad taste in our mouths. A nice view. In an episode called Date with Destiny, Robin was paralyzed after he was hit by a paralysis venom beam during a fight. Starfire brought him home and decided to try out some weird alien acupressure techniques on him to help him get better. And it worked. After Starfire held Robin upside down and stretched out his legs, Robin was able to move again. But some fans did notice that Starfire was inappropriately looking at Robin's body while he was in that compromising position. She even seemed to like what she saw. What's even worse is that Robin wears tights, which doesn't leave much to the imagination. Rob Star. In the episode Stranded, the romantic tension between Robin and Starfire was at an all-time high. Cyborg even teased them about it by saying that Starfire was Robin's girlfriend, which caused Robin to freak out. What else is new? But when Starfire fell off a cliff later on in the episode, Robin didn't hesitate to risk his own life to rescue her. They ended up making a safe landing, but the position that they fell into was questionable. Robin landed almost completely on top of Starfire, in a not-so-PG way. We're big fans of Rob Star, but kids definitely didn't need to see that. Inappropriate relationship. Tara is a former Titans member who ditched being a hero to work for the evil Slade. But does anyone else find the relationship between Tara and Slade super weird? She's just a preteen, while he's probably in his 40s. But that didn't seem to stop the writers from implying some sort of relationship between them. What's even more shocking is that Slade once backhanded her in an episode called Aftershock. Taking advantage of a minor and abuse are not the kind of themes that we're used to seeing in a kid's cartoon. We think that the writers really missed the mark with these two characters. Latex Glove. In an episode called X, the Titans fought against someone who was dressed up as Robin's old villain identity. But when was Robin ever a villain? He had gone undercover once upon a time to try to uncover Slade's secret plans, except he never told his team that he was doing that. Worried that he might be trying to hide something from them again, the Titans wanted to make sure that Robin wasn't a robot. Cyborg volunteered to check for batteries and excitedly put on a white latex glove. We're not sure where he thought his hand was going, but we don't really want to know either. The puppets. In the episode Switch, the Titans received a creepy package full of puppets that were exact carbon copies of them. For some reason, they completely ignored the fact that the puppets are evil and assumed that a fan made them for them. But Beast Boy wasn't entirely convinced that the fan got everything about him right. He even looked down his puppet pants, only to be disappointed by what he saw. According to him, his puppet should have been taller. We know that it's hard to believe, but that inappropriate scenario was seriously written into this kid's cartoon. Xray Vision. In an episode called Mother May I, Starfire went up against Seymour, a one-eyed boy with multiple superpowers. One of his powers is that he has Xray Vision. That power wouldn't be so inappropriate if this next scene never happened. During the fight, Starfire told Seymour that she has powerful eyes too. In response, Seymour said that he's probably the only one between them that can see through things. This made Starfire immediately try to cover up her body. What exactly did she think he would be able to see? That's all for 10 Teen Titans scenes that weren't for kids. Let us know who your favorite Teen Titan character is in the comments below. Thanks for watching.